Pinterest. Have you ever used Pinterest, by the way?
Yep.
Every so often?
Mm-hmm.
Pinterest is the latest tech company that is making a sort of shift away from your traditional office spaces in the face of this particular lockdown, 2020 style. They're going to pay $89.5 million just to cancel a lease. Sheesh! Almost $100 million just to cancel a lease for a new San Francisco office. Now, I understand the way this works. Well, they make a huge commitment. There may have been improvements as part of the commitment where an office building was going to do all kinds of things for them to be suitable for their massive workforce. They just say, forget it, man. They're saying everybody's working from home. We're doing fine. It's the way it is now. They cited coronavirus as well as to the reason why they can't follow through on the lease in San Francisco. As we analyze how our workplace will change in a post-COVID world, we're specifically rethinking where future employees could be based. A more distributed workforce will give us the opportunity to hire more people from a wider range of backgrounds and experiences. The company was planning to lease a 490,000 square foot office space, 500,000 square foot office space in a high rise, which was currently under construction. Now, to put this in perspective for you, Will, a recent study found that 42% of the U.S. labor force now works remotely. 42%.
Wow.
Now, the reason that's important is because that's actually the majority, because there's a lot of people who aren't working at all. In fact, 33% of the workforce isn't working at the moment, and 26% are the essential workers that are working on their business premises.
I see.
So the majority of the workforce is at home right now.
Working digitally.
That's it.
Oh.
They're like the girls at the Taco Bell with the laptop, it's all they got, and their internet connection. That's how the world is operating at the moment. It's how the United States is operating at the moment. 42%. So you have these tech giants companies. I mean, Pinterest isn't even as big as some of the other ones like Google and Apple and Facebook, saying, we're going to pay $100 million just to get out of this deal because we don't see it making any sense. We don't imagine anybody's even going to show up. 500,000 square feet.
This is, I guess, for their new HQ?
Yeah, it was going to be, let's see here. The company, they operate a different site, which I think they're going to keep.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this must have been a new HQ at 500,000. It would be a whole campus, wouldn't it? At 500,000 square feet.
Is this the address?
Yeah, 88 Bluxholm High Rise is where this was going to be. So it would have been, I guess, a couple of floors, a bunch of floors inside of this high rise in San Francisco. It's just what is going to happen to commercial real estate, retail real estate, all real estate, and the future workforce. Where are they going to be? What's going to happen to productivity? How are things going to change? It's just another piece of substantial evidence that things are not going to look the same. This would have been part of to do a lease like that, Will, $100 million lease, or it's $100 million to cancel it. So it was probably worth even more. You got to be looking at 10 years down the road at least.
Right.
I would say. So this showcases how long-standing our changes are going to be in our lives because of this lockdown, because of COVID. We're talking about maybe forever type of changes, or at least decade-long changes,
right?
Including changes to the way that we work, obviously.